Leo, hi. Welcome to your reading, 5 till 16 January. Welcome to the new year. I hope it's a beautiful year for you. For those of you that follow my channel, you will know that I put out a mid-December till mid-January love reading. So this is sort of like adding to that. If you want to have a look at that, look at my main channel, H and Great Life. It's over there. You can also get to see all the beautiful thumbnails that are created for me by my amazing friend who's a graphic designer and social media manager. And there's a link for her down below in the description that says AC Digital Marketing Solutions. So I'm going to start off for you with an oracle card, then we're going to do your tarot. The focus is on love, how love affects your life, how life affects your love, and we're ending off with an oracle card. Okay. Take what resonates, release what doesn't. If you are on the cusp, I recommend that you look at both readings to get a better picture of what's going on. Leo, this is you no longer holding on to things that don't serve your highest good. Willing release. This is you not having yourself defined by things that sort of dishonor the truth of who you are. All right, so there may have been, you know, sort of holding on, trying your best, trying to make it work, trying to see how you can do it, you know, trying to sort of like glitch it like this, glitch it like that. But in the end, sometimes we just realize that it, you know, that it is best to, you know, let go of a situation, a thought pattern, a belief, a hope, a dream, a fear. Okay. Let's see what we have for you. And whilst I'm drawing this for you, Leo, I'd just like to say that I really appreciate all of you that always support me. Thank you very much for your support. If it's your first time to my channel, I'd like to welcome you. My name is Adrian H. I'm an intuitive healer. I practice holistic wellness. I also do spiritual regression hypnosis. And this I must draw one more card, okay? Let's see what we have. Okay, so let's see what we have in this very interesting turn of events here. So what brought you to where you currently are? Those are the Five of Pentacles, so that's the recent past that brought you to where you are. Ace of Wands, this is your current energy. And then what's coming towards you? I've got two cards for this because I was asked to draw a second card. So we've got the Knight of Swords and we've got the Three of Pentacles. You might be dealing, or might actually, you know, coming towards you, be dealing with somebody that's sort of like an unlikely choice for you, unlikely sort of romantic choice for you, you know, unlikely situation in life. So there was some conflict in the past there, you know, there's some conflict, some contradiction. You may have sort of thought you got this one sorted, like, you know, you got this one figured out, and as it turns out, maybe not as much as you know, would have initially been convinced that you are or were. Lots of sort of internal conflict happening over there in the recent past, you know. Things not quite panning out the way that you would have wanted to, but I somehow feel that, remember this is a general reading, but I somehow feel that you sort of knew that you weren't making the best choice, the right choice, the sort of positive choice for yourself, but you sort of tried to, you know, to sort of justify it, cover it up with sort of like, you know, clever thought patterns, beliefs, reasoning, that sort of thing. Okay, we're going to clarify that because then very suddenly it jumps from there to the current energy, which is the Ace of Wands. This is you being ready. You know, this is you, and this is also divine intervention. This is you suddenly finding yourself, you know, highly attracted, or somebody being highly attracted to you. But when I do readings, my focus is always on you, you know. And so this might be where somebody does this sudden sort of revelation sort of thing that, like, you know, I really like you. I really sort of, you know, appreciate you, want to be with you, like your energy sort of thing. And you're like, what? You know, didn't quite see that one coming. And I do, however, it's weird coming towards you. I see you going for the connection because it's quite exciting. I see quite a beautiful person that you're dealing with, you know, beautiful features, sort of almost pixie-like, you know. I see you going for the connection, but it does take some work. All right, it doesn't just sort of boom happen straight away just like that. Okay, there is some conflict that is involved in that. So let's look at this recent past. This Five of Wands that was there, that sort of conflict, eternal it's very much sort of like an introspective sort of conflict, you know. Trying to convince yourself that something was right when you very well knew that it wasn't. So clarifiers there that we've got for you is the Hermit. So some of you kind of jumped the gun a little bit. The Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. So also I feel that for some of you, you chose money over love, because that was the most sort of sensible thing to do at the time. So I feel that for some of you, you sort of jumped for love, jumped for emotions, and you know, felt that this was really, it's almost like you, that the signs were there, everything was there, that there's a beautiful blessing that's coming your way. And so when this emotional connection came around, you believed this to be it. But this was more of a, this was more like a financial, materialistic, health, inner well-being sort of, you know, manifestation came here. So some of you may have misread this one a little bit, all right? And you sort of had to, in a sense, almost like realign, work again with the relationship that you have with yourself. You know, you lost yourself there a little bit. Where things weren't quite clear. And even interestingly, you say, for example, that you know, you had a reading with someone else. You know, it doesn't really matter what they do, tarot, I Ching, runes, crystal ball, whatever. The information that they give you, you know, it could have been very sort of contrived, sort of all over the place, because I feel that your energy changed very quickly. And what happened over there is that you would have been, remember, when somebody does a reading for you, they read your energy, all right? So this day you were in this energy, and then 2 or 3 days later, you were in a different sort of energy. So it might almost seem like the readings were conflicting, but what was happening is that you were doing this very big sort of loops. Remember, as I was saying, that there's the Five of Wands in the recent past, and then suddenly we've got the Ace of Wands in the current energy. I'm like, that's quite a, you know, that's a sudden, very massive, unexpected sort of jump. All right, let's draw a card for that energy there, specifically focusing on this Hermit in your clarification. The Fool. I'm just laughing because I feel that some of you, you know, you might have dealt with a very impulsive sort of energy there, and you were like, no, you know, okay? So yeah, you have made a decision to make that big jump to, and it's almost like the moment you made the decision, the love was there. You're like, you know, you sort of made up your mind what it is that you want to have, what it is that you'd like to feel, and boom, it's just there. And you're like, okay, that's kind of sudden, you know. And so let's look at this Ace of Wands in your current energy. This is you shining out. Oh, like a beautiful bright sunlight. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and Knight of Wands. So, beautiful stuff. This is your current energy. This is you being ready for love, being ready to put in the work, and the Knight of Wands. It feels that some of you needed to get your work stuff somehow sorted out first, you know. There was a situation probably going very south very fast there, all right? So it's almost like you needed to focus on work, or your sort of like your stability, your source of income. You needed to sort of focus on that first, before you got to the space where you were ready. And the love is just coming. The love just keeps on coming. Like literally just keeps on coming to you. Okay, let's look at the Knight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles in your upcoming situation, your upcoming energy. Actually, we're going to look at the Knight of Swords first. So you've got the Lovers, you've got the Eight of Swords, and you've got the Six of Cups. So yeah, So yeah, you are now faced with this love situation, and you're like, do I do this or not? You know, like, what do I do? Type of thing. And I was wondering about this because initially I was like, what's going on here? So it seems like somehow there is amends that needs to be made with another person from the past. So it could be that, you know, there was that very sort of like confrontational situation. And let me just look at this clarifiers again. I feel that some of you chose yourself, and you might have stepped away from a situation. You might have stepped away from a person that probably nobody saw you stepping away from. And then immediately this other connection was right there, you know. And I feel that also gave you that sort of oomph for you to sort of focus on what you needed to focus on, because you were probably quite drained at this point, which is sort of your current energy. But then going forward, you know, you've got the Gemini energy, which is the lovers realizing you've got more than, you know, sort of more than one option, really, that you've got choices here, that everything doesn't have to be so cut and dry for you. And so you're asking questions, you know, so how's this going to work? How's the situation, you know, kind of going to be? And there is that forgiveness. I feel that for you, because now we're clarifying the Knight of Swords in your upcoming energy, there is a sense almost like going back to go and make amends, because I feel that you know, you sort of left things a little bit like roadkill, you know, and you were quite in a hurry to get out of this connection. It's almost like one of those things in life where you're like, I'm going to do this while I still have the courage to do it. Otherwise, you know, I may just not do it, type of thing. But then you also realize, you know, going forward that, you know, maybe it's time to kind of like go and ease things over, because you don't really want that sort of you know, murky energy to be with you. It's almost like if you don't clear this out, it's going to stay with you sort of a while. All right. And with the sort of energy that you moved from, synonymous to that sort of flow is usually Scorpio. It could also be Virgo. You could have also been doing with a very mad sort of Cancerian, you know, because being Cancerian myself, I know that, you know, you can be beautiful and lovely and everything, but a Cancerian can be like a tsunami. They really can. You know, they can be rough. Let's clarify the Three of Pentacles then that I had to draw for you as well. There's a card that flipped around here. Yeah, the Cancer energy is back. The Chariot, which is the card for Cancer. Cancer really seems to be very present in these readings today, which is amazing. Okay, so you've got the Chariot, you've got the Four of Pentacles, you've got the Eight of Wands, and you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So I see you going forward with this person. I see you going forward with this person. I see it's you sort of like opposites, you know, divine opposites, but things are going in a good direction. It almost feels like you needed to be sort of unwind it a little bit, you know. Some of you weren't seeing these things as clearly as they actually were, and so this energy is quite helpful for you in that regard. Okay. All right, and if it resonates with you, my beautiful Leos, I invite you to like the video. I always welcome your comments. You're more than welcome to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, remember to hit that notification bell. And let's finish things off for you with a Moonology card, with the, you know, the moon being our beautiful cosmic mother. See what our cosmic mother has got to say for us. Take the top card. It's full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. A win-win outcome is forecast. How amazing is that? And I think for many of you that is really brilliant news and may it serve you in abundantly positive ways. And so it is.